Hello everyone, this is Sensei Starman and welcome back to Let's Play Fallout London. Well, last time you recall we escaped from what turned out to be the Shard Hotel. We are now in what appears to be a London Underground station, and I should note this is actually the third time I've tried recording this chapter. Once we get out of the station, we make our way to a train which takes us into the next part of the game past the big title screen. Unfortunately, this is also the first major glitch in the game that a lot of people had trouble with. I'm going to post the instructions on how to get past this point in the description for this chapter so that you can all benefit from it. But the fact of the matter is that I spent one whole recording trying to reload it, stopping, eventually going off camera to figure out what was wrong, fixing it, and then trying to go again, but missing something at a point of no return. So, we cannot open this toolbox, it is too advanced. And I'm being cautious because there are two rather sizable rad shrews around the corner. And that's right, it's Q to do VATS. Not that I need the VATS here, but I thought maybe I might be able to ambush these guys. Oh, I did get a sneak attack on that one. And that one is carrying a textbook. Don't question it. Well, I am once again overburdened. But it does benefit us, as always, to dig around and see what we can find, because over here, there's a stim pack, and I gotta give the game designers credit, because they have done a good job of making sure we have a stim pack at any point where if we're playing a non-combat character, we'd have a decent chance of being able to find it as long as we go around and explore. Now, I don't think we can punch our way through this. We can't get an aluminum canister here, and yeah, nothing useful in the bathroom, it appears. You never know. Anyway, like I said, the first time I wound up recording through this a couple of times, hoping, well, maybe it's just the game crashing, because I heard that the game had some issues of crashing, and trying 3 times to get past the train that's coming up, and discovering that no, it didn't work. I'm trying to remember what might be the most useful or most valuable after this. I think the glass, sadly, is going to be the least useful. steel and oil could be useful. The teapot has ceramic and asbestos. And wood probably going to be pretty plentiful. The ear, I'm hoping that was from the shrews. Yeah, clipboard, we can probably get rid of. Textbooks, no, probably not going to be great. We can get rid of the moldy food, though. Cigarettes are not going to be useful to us. Just wondering how much more useful that was as far as protection goes. And we'll get rid of the beaker. I think we got enough glass. Now I'm being cautious because we got more rats here and I can hear them close by. When I say rats, it's shrews, but... Okay, we apparently did get a bite in because we're glowing, but... And we just got tickets off of that one. We also got some pre-war money. And there's a lot of booze bottles, but no actual booze. We got some drink called Teaser. A couple of things here we definitely want to pay attention to. That fan's going to be pretty useful. Now this shop doesn't seem to have much. The medical kit is empty. But if we duck down here, there's a safe and some Jimmy hats. Inside that, we got some Rad-X, 2 more stim packs, and some ammo. And we get a bit of XP for picking the lock. And more bobby pins. And here we have a rather fancy-looking droog. Who's got the most useful stuff so far? Because we have a cane, a high bowler hat, and a copy of Protect and Survive magazine, which marks Trafalgar Square on our map. And another leather bag. And some cigarettes. Yes, I know I dropped cigarettes earlier, but... honestly, I think we got enough steel stuff that the pure steel is probably not all that useful to us with all the combo stuff. So ditch the jar lid. At any rate, That walking cane gives us our first honest-to-goodness weapon that isn't an explosive. And I'm going to put the high bowler on because it's a fancier hat. But yeah, this fellow looks a bit, well, not so much now, but before he looked a little bit like a Clockwork Orange character. Okay, he doesn't have the cod piece, but the thought was there with the cane and the bowler hat. And we've got one more rat around the corner. And we snuck-a-tuck him but good. Now the weird thing is that this little shop has some cherry bakewells and some untouched birthday cakes. Don't know why, but somebody was apparently having a birthday party and a trick-or-treat thing in here. We can also grab the teddy bears. And there's some sweets. We probably don't want to eat those, but pink wafers. Never know, candy might be handy around here. And I think we have a point of no return here. At the very least, I couldn't figure out a way around this gate, because you'll note that most of the ticket readers over here are inactive, and we can't do anything with them. If we try and highlight it, it'll say inactive, not working. We can, however, take the train map. Yeah, the machine's inaccessible. But this one over here isn't accessible, but how are we supposed to get past it? Well, there's a reason why that one rat had tickets on him. And yep, we're now stuck on this side of the machine, but that's not a bad thing, all things considered. And there's a fair bit more to explore over here. Case in point, another pickable lock. Which will take us here, where we can get a whole mess of tickets. And I guess we could use the tickets to head back out if we wanted to go back this way, but we're good for the moment. And there's an ambush here. But we managed to ambush the ambusher. And that rod roach had a teaspoon. Somehow. Yeah, another bobby pin box. And even more tickets. And money. And there's a magazine rack we can put stuff on. Rolled up newspaper, burnt comic, and more train maps. You never know, could come in handy. Ironically enough, I may not have that much pure steel at this point, but anyway, from here, we head on up and we jump to London, and it looks like we're a little under halfway to level 2 at this point. Yep, London in the year 2077 is a place scarred by the aftermaths of the Resource War, and one that is struggling to survive the European Civil War. As in any age, most ordinary people want only one thing: a happy, peaceful life. Good luck bloody trying to get that in the Fallout game, though. Alright. And yep, you can see we got a train on the right. The arrow being oh so subtle about where we're supposed to go. And we got Trafalgar Square there, but that's all we have on the map so far. But it looks like we're heading away from that. And it's after this part that the game kept crashing on me before, but it will work this time. I made sure before I started recording. And now that I've jinxed it, it's almost certainly going to crash, so knocking on wooden desk. It'll start fading to black, and we're going to get a familiar looking title screen here. Wait for it. And again, Cataclysm. And the game has crashed. Would you like to upload the crashing? Yes. Like I said, I just had to jinx it, didn't I? And the crazy part is, I did save the game after I got it past the train. But I deleted that save after this because I thought, oh, it'll work now. Thank goodness it did autosave. Well, you know what? I'm still not going to try and re-record this a fourth time because I got into the safes, I got myself a cane, I got myself a fancy hat. This is where we want to be. And at least this time it gave me a message saying, hey, your game crashed, do you want to do something? It didn't do that, so hey, we are making progress of a sort. Well, at least we have a slightly better view of things from here. And I'm going to go ahead and skip the load screen there. Now, if it starts playing music, we're golden. People of Eastminster struggle day to day with the most basic of necessities, in stark contrast to their gentry neighbors in Westminster. Love this music, though. It has a very Clockwork Orange feel to it. Welly, welly, well. Actively blocking against melee attacker might cause an recoil and deal no damage. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Completed, found a way out! Lab rat, whatever those scientists did to you took its toll on your body. Until you find a cure for this ailment, you take 10% more damage in combat. Further investigation to your origins may lead you to the remedy. That crash left you rattled, and it'll take more than a stim pack to fix this kind of damage. Until you seek out a medical professional, you will deal 10% less damage in combat. Cure your afflictions, investigate your origins, seek out a doctor. Okay, well, it did just autosave for us. Discovered crane trash site, and that gave us more XP than the rats did almost. Uh-oh, I see people in the distance. Okay, something noticed me.
Bloody hell, what was that?
Sounded painful if you ask me.
Better not be those dogs up to something. I swear if it is.
Not everything's the dogs, Johnny.
You look like shit, mate. You alright? This one just came off the train, boss.
Quiet, the both of you. Well, well, well. If it isn't the lab rat. You made it out. You're in the right state, ain't you? Never had a crash down here before.
Okay, at times people will hold information or tickets. You can attempt to persuade them into sharing both. Let's see, I got who are you? I got a charisma option. The possibility of successfully persuading someone depends on the number of points you have invested in a special attribute, whether or not you have a specific perk or trait. I'm in the right state. If you looked in a mirror, who the fuck do you think you are?
Is there a problem, or are you just enjoying the silence?
Just enjoying the silence, but let's go with the charismatic option.
Of course. Winston.
Here, enjoy.
Who are you?
Name's Gaunt. Sebastian Gaunt. And these dredges are Chill Winston and Johnny Shrapnel. But who can ignore Johnny? We're the Vagabonds.
We're the roughest, toughest, sharpest gang round these parts. Not like the dogs.
Snuff it, Johnny. Don't scare away our new acquaintance. So, who are you exactly?
Not really sure. I woke up in a lab. There were scientists, and I got on a train. I'm just lost, confused. I escaped the lab. I think I'm also a train wreck survivor. Yep. Let's go with the first one.
Only the gentry use those trains. Looks like you're a wayfarer now, like the rest of us.
I don't think I'm a gentry.
Yeah, well, you don't look like it.
What is this place?
Lewisham, or what's left of it.
Wait a minute, you were in that lab fighting those scientists.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a supply run.
We bought the location off someone in Thameshaven. Some old construction papers.
I'm not in good shape. I need a doctor.
Well then, wayfarer. Seems like you got two choices. You could head down that way to the Thames folk. Ain't exactly pleasant to look at, but appearances can be deceiving.
Okay.
They may even know a thing or two about that lab, seeing as they sold us the location. Otherwise, you can stick it out with me and my mates. We help you out, you help us out.
That's it. I think I'll stick with you guys. What's wrong with the Thames folk? And what do you mean by helping you out?
How can I put this nicely? They look like chewing gum stamped into the pavement.
Ghouls, then. And what do you mean by helping you out?
Let's just say that we're not the only gang sniffing around London. And we need help dealing with the competition. Obviously, we'd give you a little pick-me-up first.
And what if none of that sounds appealing to me?
You could just wander off in a random direction, but I wouldn't recommend it. I doubt that you'd last long in your state.
Yeah, that's a safe bet. Well, you know what? It's Fallout. I should be suspicious of anybody offering to be helpful immediately without expecting something, but these guys seem like alright blokes so far, so I'll stick with them.
Ace, we could use an extra pair of hands. Here, take this for the road. Its best days are behind it.
Valley Song, gift from Sebastian Gaunt. It's seen better days than old Bloody, but nothing a sharp-eyed blacksmith couldn't work out. And rusted steel handles, standard blade, rusted steel blade. And that got us up to level 1 and almost to level 2. Alright, well, this strikes me as a promising beginning. I'm going to go ahead and save here. And next time, we will pick up with our new mates and see what trouble we can cause in this little town. But thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me a comment if you are so inclined. And we'll continue the adventure from here next time. Take care until then.